Greetings, nerds, and welcome to Warhammer 40K
Sanctus Reach. My name is Splattercat, sorry. I was going to do that voice a little bit longer, but frankly, I don't feel like having gravel neck for the rest of the day. Welcome on in. We're taking a look at Warhammer 40K Sanctus Reach today. I am a giant sloppy sucker for anything that Games Workshop puts out, and every now and again, they actually manage to put out something good. This game is made by Slitherin, who have proven themselves to be pretty competent developers in the past, and so I'm excited to check what the game's going to be about. Sanctus Reach, as far as I know, it follows the Space Wolves, who are a chapter of the Warhammer 40K Space Marines led by Leman Russ, as they fight off an orc invasion on one of their worlds. So this should be pretty badass. I've completed the tutorial. Aside from that, I don't know a whole lot about the game. I'm figuring we'll just pick it up from tooltips as we go. The tutorial seemed fairly simple for a turn-based game. It seemed like, okay, there's Overwatch and there's taking cover behind stuff, and it seems to function the way you would figure it would function. So let's play some campaign mode, yeah?
We can do Stormclaw. Furious at being held back from the first assault wave, Wolf Lord Crom Dragon Gaze, on the observation bay of the strike cruiser Iron Pelt, decides that the second attack wave starts now. As he descends on the planet's surface in his Thunderhawk gunship, the Vengeful Howl. This decision bears fruit as they intercept Acadian distress call, pleading for help with the news. Warlord Grok is here.
And there's also Hour of the Wolf, which is advanced. We'll start with Stormclaw, and if we breeze through this one and it's just super easy and our jimmies are unwrestled, we'll do Hour of the Wolf. Alright, so it looks like we've got some little territories here. We got to click on a region. There's the Thunderhawk Crash Site. Green Tide, Grey Hunter Pack Leader Hengist Iron Axe is tasked with protecting the crashed Thunderhawk, while Crom leads the Wolves west. His acute sense is focused on the tree line. He realizes they are not alone in the woods. Well, then let's go for it. We got to handle this thing. Welcome to the mission briefing and force selection screens. Check the mission briefing for useful information regarding enemy forces and victory points. After the briefing comes force selection. You might not have any points to spend in early missions. In this case, all your units will be fixed on the map. Future missions, this is where you will pick your units based on limited force points allocation. Okay. So, we've got the Vengeful Howl. It looks like we got a couple of units over here. Grey Hunter Pack Leader Hengist is tasked with protecting the crashed Thunderhawk, while Crom leads the Wolves west. His acute senses are focused on the tree line. Okay, we've already read that. So the communication array appears to be our victory point. So we've got to get away from our crashed Thunderhawk and make it over to the communication array. Let's do it. Now, force selection. Do I have any points to play around with? I doubt that I do. It looks like we're more or less stacked up already. We've got a bolter pack. We've got bolter packs. We've got a pack leader, which is going to be Hengist Iron Axe. I don't know exactly what he does. He's got Wolf Tooth Necklace, which makes him melee better. He's got Wolf Standard. Priceless Space Wolves Relic gives rally ability. Okay, he's got frag grenades. This seems to be a little bit more similar to tabletop Warhammer 40K than a lot of the stuff that's come out recently. We've got a Melt-A-Gun pack. We've got a Blood Claw pack. We've got Flamer pack and a Bolter pack. Okay, so we're playing around with a fairly diverse force. We got a lot of stuff to fiddle around with should we want to. My guess is that later on these will be empty slots, and you'll like click on them and you'll select from like a list of what you want based on points, because that's how 40K functions. It's like, this is worth 20 points, this is worth 50 points, and the battles are fixed. So if you're fighting a 1,000-point battle against somebody else, you get to pick 1,000 points worth of models for your side, and they get to pick 1,000 for theirs, and then you square off on a battle map.
Hold the line, brothers.
Good old Space Wolves. They just can't do anything without setting off a howling. You can actually control the game the exact way you expect to be able to control the game. Right-click rotates the camera around. WASD moves the camera. It was what I expected playing the tutorial through. The Vengeful Howl. Do we have to... So we've got 7 turns to capture VPs. My guess is that that's a VP right there. We have 2 VPs, though, that need to be held. So what I would do... Let's move them into cover right here. This is a bolter pack. We can click on this right here, and we can set a reaction arc. What a reaction arc does is, if anything, it's Overwatch, basically. If anything walks into that, you just unload on it. So we'll set them in cover behind this wall. We also have the Blood Claw pack. They're going to need backup on this side, I think. I would give them a reaction arc in that direction. We'll probably do something similar on this side. We have multiple bolter packs on this side, so we'll move them to there. We'll move them to... No. Please don't do that. We'll call that a reaction arc right there. We'll move him to there. We'll call that a reaction arc right there, because we already have a bunch of Grots and Gretchen on camera. They're already inside of our engagement zone. So what I would suggest, this team here, so we've got a Bloodclaw pack. Those guys are melee. We've got ourselves a Grey Hunter Melt-A-Gun pack. Those are going to be for melting vehicles. My suggestion would be that we start to move forward and we take a little bit of cover here. We get ourselves into a position which is not compromising. There we go. And then once our turn is all over and we're happy with the way our deployment is taking place, boom, boom, boom. Oh, really? They're able to get shots off right there. Okay. That's fine. There it is. Waste them in our engagement zone right there. Give a little bit of damage to them. Let them find out at time. Wow, there are a lot of Gretchen out here. And there are real orcs over there. Even better. That's going to be fun to deal with. All right, well, let's fight our way through. We don't really have much of an option. A little bit of damage being laid out right there, which is very, very good. That brings us back to our turn. Now, I don't think they can flamethrower that just yet. Instead, what I would do is let's take them. 65% chance to hit with that bolter fire. Little bit of damage done. Bolter fire is going to cost us like what? We get actions and then reactions. Okay. So keep firing right there. If we can wipe one of them out, that'd be great. Those Gretchen have now been taken care of. We'll put them on a reaction arc. I'm actually going to take you guys right here. I'm going to move you forward to there. Oops, that was an accident. Is there an undo button? Well, that is unfortunate. Still, flamethrowers away. Didn't really mean to move them to right there. That was a bit accidental. These dudes don't have any ammo left. Oh, no, they're out of actions. That's what that little icon means. So with the flamer pack on this side, they're more than likely going to need an assist over here, although... Let's see here. There's reaction threats from all of these. That's actually pretty interesting how they've cut out a nice little area. How frequently can he throw that grenade? Do it. There you go. I assume the grenade is on cooldown or something. He's not going to be able to use it like every single turn. As far as these Gretchen are concerned, unload on them. If you can get rid of them, get rid of them. Absolutely. We're going to try and flank on this right-hand side with this bolter group right here. So let's take them. They're going to be on rough ground, though. Let's just have them flank a little bit. They've still got actions left, so they'll be able to sweep and clear these assholes right here. Those Gretchen are down to 5 HP. Their morale is shaken. They have minus 20% weapon accuracy. I mean, I wouldn't really trust in the accuracy of an orc anyways. You definitely don't want to put an apple on your head if an orc's on the opposite side of the barrel. That is for certain. Would not, could not recommend it. Can we strike diagonally? Yeah, just get him with bolt pistols. I mean, I could charge him with a chainsword right now. But that'll actually, yeah, let's protect him. I was going to say, I don't think that actually sounds like too bad of an idea, because realistically, that puts the troops that are designed for melee and to soak damage in front of the troops that are not designed for it. So you know what? I can live with that. Melt-A-Blast, I don't know what the Melt-A-Guns are going to do inside the confines of Sanctus Reach. Okay, it looks like they didn't AoE or anything, so that's a plus. I didn't think that it would. A Melt-A-Gun is essentially just a really, really high temperature laser that like melts through armor and all kinds of crazy shit, so it was my hope that that wouldn't end up too weird. I would like a reaction arc right there. Just, it's something to do. Flamer pack. If I set a reaction arc that way, am I going to set my own dudes on fire? They're out of actions, but I can set a reaction arc. No, definitely don't do that. Good lord. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make it actually perpendicular to the facing of the Blood Claw pack because I'm a little nervous that diagonal is going to end up with me getting flamed. I don't want to play around with that as a possibility. Can you guys set up a reaction arc? Well, there you go. Set up your reaction arc if they decide to come after you. That's what we got going on. I would suggest a reaction arc right there. These guys are all out of actions, and it looks like our team is basically out of stuff that they can do. Now that we're basically at the point where our army can't really do anything else, I'm taking a look at these models right here. They look pretty good. They look pretty good. I mean, they look solid. They look about as good as I would expect for something that you're never going to zoom in on, you know? Like, the default distance for the map is pretty far out, and you zoom in, and they maintain a pretty good amount of clarity. With any Warhammer 40K game, I think that's what you want to look at. I mean, you want to look at the models. You want to take a look at the cool art and the shiny shinies. In this case, it actually looks like they brought them direct over from the tabletop game. The armor is really, really on point, even down to, like, the little indentations and whatnot on the leg armor. That's pretty sweet. Cool. That's the end of our turn. Let's hope that the Gretchen are not able to rally and do all kinds of terrible shit to us. Okay, so we got shot for 7 HP. Oh, they're firing twice. Okay. Unfortunate. Oh, they shot their own team. I didn't even know that was an option. No! They missed on that one, though, so luckily they swept straight through. I guess his Overwatch doesn't cover that entire pathway right there. A little worrisome. Oh, they got a crit. Very nice. Oh, shit, they got a pretty good chunk of enemies coming over to this side. I may have to bring my commander over here and see if maybe he can throw out a grenade or something. How long does he have until the grenade comes back? Or is that like a once per mission thing? Cooldown remaining, 1 turn. Okay. That's fine. We're going to actually move him over to here. I'm figuring my commander's probably pretty good with that power axe. Let's get in here. Like, if we can sweep them and clear them on this side, that's what I would prefer to do. Basically herd them back over that way so that these guys on the right side can push, get into cover, and take the victory point while the battle just kind of goes all kinds of shit haywire and nuclear over on this side. 50 morale to all units. Don't think we need morale right now. Don't think we need morale right now. So yeah, drive him back a little bit. It looks like that's pretty much all he could do, though. I expected a little bit more. A power axe versus Gretchen's. I expected that to be a bit more fruitful. Well, you know, these things do happen. These things do happen. Gentlemen, I would suggest you guys step out of the way. Ow. As far as you guys are concerned, I would move you to here. Yep. Perfect. That was about what I could have hoped for. Do it again. Yeah, unload on them. Just keep them burning. Keep them burning. So that puts them at pretty low morale, which is good because that means I think they'll just try to rout. That means I don't think they'll try to fight. They should just spend their time trying to get the hell away from us. That being said and done, he's still got 2 actions remaining. I'm going to say to sweep. We're probably going to eat reaction. No, never mind. We don't eat reaction more than once. We're going to chainsword. Their morale is broken, so I'm assuming in melee they're probably not going to hold up too well, even if they choppas. We got melt-a-gun pack here. All right, so you guys move up. We're just going to sweep and clear hella hard. I feel like we've got them... Yeah, melt-a-gun is not really an optimal weapon for shooting infantry. Like, it's a cool weapon and all, but it's probably best used on a differing enemy type. They don't have... You right-click to release your units, by the way. It's never good to hold on to your unit for too long, especially if you're, like, staring at people and giving them, like, awkward glares and things like that. You are indeed dying. Well, he's dying. These guys over here, bolter pack. I'm going to move you into this side. We are going to spray the K all over these Gretchen's face. Bolters on that side, too, for a big sweep. And then what I want to do here is we'll set the reaction arc so that if those Gretchen move, it's going to be a pain in the ass for them. It's not going to be a real good day. Move these guys out of cover because everything on this side is basically melee. Can you guys move any further, or was that it for you? Okay, so... Nope, not what I wanted. Set a reaction arc there. You guys set a reaction arc there. I don't know what they're going to do. That's my big question. It looks like we got some shooter boys over there. Those are just normal orc boys. No knobs or anything like super nasty, though. Is everybody out of actions? Except for these two guys over here, obviously. I could move him forward by 2 and get some shots off on the orc boys. But then it puts us in a weird position as far as... I want to see if he's going to come this way. And if I can get some free reaction hits, I'm going to take him. Yeah, a little bit of damage off there to the left of the Melt-A-Pack, but we get return fire because they were set on a reaction path. So that's good. Second shot goes wide and doesn't manage to land. Those guys are actually not going to engage the direction I thought that... No! How dare you stab me ineffectually with that rather large hooked blade? I mean, it looks like we won the melee, though. I don't think there's still... Well... We're getting chewed on a little bit, but shoota boys are not super deadly. Yeah, I'm trying to capture. I've got like 4 turns left, though. I mean, I could probably put somebody on it fairly soon. I'm going to move him to there, and we're going to start making a hard concrete push. These shooter boys should have a lot of trouble, like, handling me in melee, because they technically don't have any melee weapons. While they are orcs, and they're big, and they're nasty by comparison to most things. Move to there. You guys advance along this way. They do have cover, so, you know. Oh, really? The cover didn't seem to... I mean, maybe it's just because it was a crit, but the cover didn't really seem to help them that much. They still got gnawed on pretty handily. Can't really move them too much further. If I moved it there, though, I might be able to get a shot off. Line of sight is blocked. Well, screw it. We're just going to eat the reaction fire then. There's no guarantee they're actually going to have reaction fire turned on anyways. Pretty piss-poor shot. Second set of pretty piss-poor shots, but that's okay. We'll set a reaction arc on this side. We will set a reaction arc there. That puts those shooter boys. Their morale is actually pretty good for how badly they're getting beat on. I'm going to say to advance this way. Let's go ahead and teach these Gretchen a lesson. A lesson for messing with the messengers of Lehman Russ. Close enough. Close enough for the rhyme scheme I was going for. Oh, you guys missed it point blank range, huh? Well, damn, son. Well, damn. You guys are a flamer pack, so you know what? Handle it. Oh, that only did 24. These dudes must be all kinds of dug in. There, they're broken. They can't move towards enemy units now. That leaves us with pretty much nobody left with an action except for them. Finish them off real fast. Yes. That's fine. Get your battle cries in. I understand. Sometimes you got to do a battle cry. I mean, I cry constantly and it's not even battle, but that just might be me being emotionally fragile. Oh, really? They're going to join melee, huh? I thought those were shooter boys. Well, that is unfortunate. We took some pretty serious damage right there. That is concerning. Go ahead and chop them on up. And then you move to the control point. What is that? Is that like a reinforcement? That's a drop pod for Space Marines, so I assume that it does communication array secure, drop pod deployment available. Oh, shit. A dreadnought? No. Dude, you've got to give me a dreadnought. Select the drop pod and select an adjacent tile to click deploy unit button. Yeah, give me... Oh, it is on now. Does it not open on this turn? Oh, dude, I was hoping it would open on this turn. You guys are what? Flamers? All right. I've got to hold both these positions, but it's like... I don't feel like they're that close to me anyways. I'm just going to play this loosey-goosey and attempt to get it finished off. Point blank them. Yeah, chop them up. And so I think they get XP or something when they get a kill, too. Yeah, plus 80 XP. I don't know if that goes to me as an army. No, it's right there, actually. Your units will level up. So I'm assuming there's going to be some battles in this game that are actually considerably long. I'm going to send you back this way. So we've got the VPs. Let's go ahead and end the turn, and we'll see what the orcs do. Oh, they've reinforced. Okay. Had I known they were going to reinforce from that direction, I probably would have played that a little bit differently. I mean, we do have a dreadnought on its way in, though. Dreadnought Corper. How do I get him out of his box? Because that's what I really, really want. Here, you guys move up to here. Oh, you can actually load people into transports, too. Okay, that's cool. You know, give me a frag grenade over there. It would make me feel better. Just deal some damage to that unit. On this side, move to there. Light them up. We need to get their morale toasted a little bit. So with 90 damage, they're now shaken. Just keep that fire. Shake and bake. That's all that we're doing right now. Cleanse, burn, and kill. The great rallying cry of the side that is totally supposed to be the good guys. I mean, I feel like I could be doing this better and more tactically. But when the enemy's on top of you, the enemy's basically on top of you. What are you going to do? It looks like you strike first when you initiate the melee combat. It also looks like they don't get to retaliate in melee if their morale is broken, maybe. Unfortunately, they don't seem to be going down. Those dudes got some serious HP. Like serious FM HP. Jesus. I'm gonna move a team to here. We're gonna call that their reaction arc. Does he have a reaction arc? No, not you. Here. You gotta release the unit by right-clicking. How is his morale? 120, 100. Looks good to me. Nope, don't use Wolf Howl thingy. Instead, I would just do a reaction arc right there. Now that we've wiped out the orcs on this side, I would suggest we put somebody in cover right there. I don't know if they're going to come from this structure over here or if they're going to come from elsewhere. It's a little bit concerning. Maybe we'll try to go here. You guys cover that way. And for the record, you guys cover that way so that they don't get flanked. On this side, it's just a mess. I mean, there's still that Gretchen group left that's panicked or whatever, but I do want this drop pod to open, but I don't know how to do it. This was not covered in the tutorial. I assume that there's like a minimum deployment time that goes along with like the length of the mission or whatever. It looks to me like they're going to make a push on the comms array, but I think we should be able to hold it. Set a reaction arc over there. You guys rally, come back over here and watch this side. You can do whatever you want. I'm going to have you sit on the point, though, because that's the important part. These bolter packs over here. Fire on that side if they try to attack, and then you guys, it's time for you to rally. Go ahead and kill them off because we need the XP. Whatever works, works. Their morale is broken, which is fantastic. They should have bought the extended warranty on that morale. You know, it's their fault for not really having the foresight to handle their business the way it needs to be handled. We're actually going to bring everybody back over here to protect this point. With this pack, reaction arc there. With this pack, reaction arc there. You guys reaction arc that way as well. We'll end the turn. And this is the enemy's final chance to push and take something. I don't think they'll manage it, but I bet they'll try. They took a little bit of damage right there, and we've run them off, but there are a lot of orcs around. They get reaction fire as well. That's what I was hoping for. 115 to that Gretchen pack. Holy shit. They got laid the hell out. The second half of that sentence is a lot more important than the first half. The first half sort of supersedes the second half if you just stop in the middle. And that's it. Victory for us. My name is Splattercat. This is Warhammer 40K Sanctus Reach. I hope you guys are happy that you've joined me here today. If you like what I do here on the channel, check out the Patreon. It's a great way to support me and make sure that I don't go out of business, although it's not really a business. But either way, if you like the entertainment I provide, that's the best way to support me. Aside from that, check out the game down below. If you liked what you saw here today from Warhammer 40K Sanctus Reach, that's where you can get your supply. You can get super high on that supply. I will see you all in the next episode. Hi, do everybody.